back in a minute. I ain't playing tag, bitch, I been it. Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. Y'all already know why we're here. Whenever a new Fenty product comes out, 9 times out of 10 I'm gonna buy it, which means I'm definitely gonna make a video about it just to show you guys how I feel and to see if it works for me. So today I am going to be talking about the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Hydrating Primer and the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Hydrating Longwear Foundation. I did a video when the matte primer, what is it called, the soft matte longwear foundation came out along with the primer. I did a video on that a long time ago, but you guys already know. But if you haven't seen that, this is like my go-to foundation. I love it so much. But I have been on this prior to taking Accutane. If you guys seen my video talking about Accutane, I kind of said how like Accutane kind of mellowed my skin out, which means I'm not really as oily as I used to be prior to taking Accutane. I'm more of a combination skin, so I get oily on some areas, but for the most part my skin has balanced out and has become pretty normal, which is a great thing. But it's also confusing because matte foundations aren't bad. Like, I can still wear matte foundation, but sometimes like I don't need to. So sometimes I want that glow and I want that finish. So I am going to be doing a battle of the foundations, y'all. I'm not gonna just test this hydrating foundation. I'm gonna apply the soft matte primer and Fenty Beauty soft matte, what is it, longwear foundation to the left side of my face, and on the right side I'm going to apply the hydrating primer and foundation. Dang, why can't I talk? This is how the packaging looks. Very similar to the, actually I think it's the same exact packaging as before with the previous foundation. So this is the Soft Silk Pro Filter, and then this is my older one, and they look the exact same. This one has just more of a pinkish tone to it, and this one is more nude. So pinkish and nudish, but pretty much the same look. But I already know that the hydrating foundation definitely looks different, and I want to see it in person to see if I like it. Yeah, I mean, it's cute. This is how that looks. It's cute, but honestly, I'm seeing a lot of people say they like this packaging better. I still like this one. It looks more expensive. It looks sleek. This would be ideal for like traveling and just like, you know, a quick squirt. I do know with this one, it's like you really have to pump, and sometimes pumps aren't the best, because if you have a little in here, like you want to get that little bit out. I remember doing Bianca's makeup. We had to ask her brother to open it so that we could get the rest of her foundation out. But yeah, this would be more ideal for squeezing, but I personally like the look of the pump better. It just looks more expensive. So I'm in the color 420. This bottle makes the foundation look lighter than what it was. So when I saw this, I was like, baby girl, I'm not light skinned. When I saw this looks like really light compared to my skin tone. I feel like my lighting makes me look like a little lighter than I actually am, but I'm like a brown skin babe. But I actually squeezed it out and compared the two in Sephora before I purchased it, and they're the same exact color. The only thing I'm nervous about is this foundation oxidizes, the matte one, and the hydrating one isn't supposed to oxidize, so I'm a little nervous. But as far as the amount, this has 1.08 fluid ounces in it, and this also has 1.08 fluid ounces. The only thing I will say is, unless you open this, like not just pump with the pump, but physically open this part, I'm pretty sure you'll be able to get more foundation out of this one, just because this is squeezable and this isn't. All right, so let's get started, you guys. I'm kind of excited. I'm going to apply a pump and a half of the matte. I said I'm gonna do the left side, so left side. And this has a really, I smell it now. I know in my previous review I said like, oh, I don't smell anything. It kind of has like a pretty scent to it. Like, it smells kind of good. I ain't even gonna lie, it smells kind of good. I am not doing eyeshadow with my look today. I played enough in eyeshadow yesterday. I got the Jackie Aina foundation. Did y'all, not foundation, palette. Did y'all get it? Let me know if y'all got it. I actually have a video up on it right now, so definitely go check that out. Ooh, what am I doing? What am I doing? Let's take some pumps of the soft silk. And this is definitely not as thick. It's like more liquidy, and is definitely more sheer, which is to be expected because it is a hydrating primer. Okay, this is, you can tell it's a hydrating primer because it's like already leaving a glow to my skin. It kind of looks wet, like my skin. But I've seen in, like, I try not to watch too many reviews, but in the ones that I did see, it kind of dries down. It's still gonna be glowy, but I'm gonna put a little bit more. It definitely isn't as glowy. Oh my gosh, should I do half my nose? That'll be weird. I'm going to take my Morphe M439 brush for foundation, but before I do that, I'm gonna spray some Fix Plus on my face. I love Fix Plus now, y'all. Like, I love it. First, I'm going to apply the matte foundation to the left side of my face. And I also just put my wig on and I filmed that as well. I've just been filming like all weekend. I filmed that as well so y'all can see how I apply my wigs. I also added some tracks into this wig, so I didn't film that part, but if y'all want me to, I want to attempt to make my first wig. But if y'all want me to film a video on like how I make my wigs look fuller and apply tracks to it, I can do that too. What I do is apply my foundation with a foundation brush now, and then afterwards I go in with my beauty blender just to give me that like seamless finish. Okay, so it took about a pump and a half or 2 pumps on the left side of my face for the soft matte foundation, and this is medium to full coverage. And also with matte foundations, you typically don't need as much as you would need with like a hydrating foundation, so I hope I don't have to use like damn near the whole bottle on the right side of my face. Oh no, what's going on? Whew. That scared me. You can tell this isn't as thick. Definitely not as thick. Honestly, I like the way it's going on so far. I don't mind it. And you can see the glow. Like, you can really see the glow. The left side of my face, I might put on another coat. I don't think I'm gonna need another coat of the hydrating foundation. I'm gonna start blending this side out with the beauty blender. But I think I might add one more layer of the soft matte foundation to the left side of my face. Okay, I am seeing like a little bit of my blemishes, so maybe I'll do another pump of each, because I've done about 2 pumps to each side. But I like this finish too. You can definitely tell that this is hydrating, but I'm a little nervous because I'm going outside. I'm going out somewhere, which is why I'm testing this, and I'm gonna be in the hot sun taking pictures. This side is very matte, very dry, but this is definitely, like, y'all can tell, y'all can see, very hydrating. So okay, that third pump was definitely needed on both sides. But the foundations are very different. Like, I'm kind of scared to go outside like this because you can tell, like, you can tell this side of my face is very matte and the right side of my face is very hydrated, almost greasy. I look like a piece of chicken, like, on this side. Sorry guys, the memory on my card was full, so I had to switch cards. But I'm back, and I'm hoping that when I apply my bronzer, my concealer, and everything, that my face ties in and it doesn't look as noticeable that I have two completely different foundations on. So I'm going to take Bianca's Fenty Beauty concealer in the shade 400. I actually bought the Fenty Beauty concealer and I didn't like it, but now I like it and I wish I would have kept it. I went back and got the NARS Radiant concealer, I think that's what it's called, and I've only used the NARS concealer I think once. I just use the LA Girl Pro concealer for everything, like literally everything. And this concealer obviously isn't my highlight color, so I am still going to apply my LA Girl Pro concealer just to give me that highlight that I like. Okay, so now that I've applied the concealer, I remember specifically why I took this concealer back. So before the hydrating foundation came out, I was using this matte foundation and I do not like the way this concealer blends in with my matte foundation, but I love the finish that it gives me with the hydrating foundation. So I definitely remember like seeing this look and me being like, I don't like this, which is why I took it back. But I really do like the way this concealer and the hydrating foundation complements each other way better. The key to a good foundation for me is, other than like the wear and it's still looking good like in a couple hours, is how well it blends in with the products that I already use every day. So if this hydrating foundation blends well with my bronzer that I use every day, with my concealer that I use every day, then that's what classifies it as a keeper for me. I did purchase the Fenty Beauty Instant Retouch setting powder a long time ago, well, when it first came out, and I have it in the color Honey. But you guys, I love the packaging of it, which is why I kept it, but I really don't like it. Like, I don't like it, but that is because I feel like with the matte foundation it was too much. But for the sake of keeping Fenty Beauty, like keeping it Fenty Beauty, I'm going to attempt to use it again. Hopefully I can show y'all like the look it gave me that I don't like. And it's like instantly making me feel so dry. Like I feel like my skin is shrinking. Like that's exactly how it feels and I hate it. Let's apply some to the hydrating foundation side and see how that does. Okay, so as far as the feeling, it doesn't feel like my skin is shrinking right now. Okay, now I'm feeling it. Now I'm feeling it. But definitely I felt it more on this side. I'm just gonna tap some more, but I definitely prefer using the Ben Nye banana powder. Like, that's my jam. Like, the Ben Nye is my jam. So I'm going to bake with my Ben Nye. I really wish I had the Fenty Beauty bronzer, but I don't. So I'm just going to stick to my Black Radiance True Complexion contour palette. I feel like this is a staple. Everyone should have this in their makeup collection because it's just the ish. I absolutely love bronzing, y'all. I don't even contour anymore because bronzing gives me that warmth and it gives me that like that I get it with contouring, but it just looks so much better with bronzing. Alright, so I'm actually gonna mix the Fenty Beauty and the Ben Nye to give me that shape that I love. Oh, I actually really like those two mixed together. So far so good. I'm going to wipe under my eye. See, the hydrating part does not. Let's see if the left side. Okay, I'm gonna show you guys because it's doing it now, so y'all don't think I'm crazy. It's not doing it as much, but I'm going to Hopefully y'all can see. You guys can't see it that well, but under my eye, do you see like how it's kind of patchy? Do you see right here where it's like a little ashy and patchy? I know y'all see that. The right side does not give me that same finish that the left side is giving me. I think that this powder is so drying and this foundation is so matte to where it does not mesh well together, and I think that the powder is perfect so far from what I can tell with the hydrating foundation and not so much the matte foundation. They should probably come out with a new powder to go with this matte foundation because I hated using it. As I said, this was my go-to foundation and I hated using this powder because it just gave me this chappy, ugly look and I don't like it. So now for blush, I'm taking my Morphe 8C blush palette and I'm gonna take the color Hot and Drama. I'm gonna mix Hot and Drama together. Okay, let's wipe our powder off. Okay, so let's take some Fix Plus. My Fix Plus is going to melt everything together. Okay, so while everything is melting, I'm going to apply my lashes and my liner off camera and I'll be back for highlight and lips. Alright y'all, so I'm back. I'm spraying Fix Plus again, like I'm completely obsessed with it. And I'm gonna take my Fenty Beauty. This is actually a highlighting palette, so we're keeping it in the Fenty Beauty family. I actually had a Kilowatt. What is this called exactly? This is the Kilowatt Full Freestyling Highlighter Palette. Bianca actually bought this for me for my birthday, or what? I think it was my birthday. And I had the other Kilowatt. Ooh, look at that highlight. And I think someone stole it, so I'm disappointed about that. But I'm definitely in a rush, y'all. I am behind. Hello.
I'm outside.
Alright, y'all, so Cassie's actually here, which means I'm pretty late. So this is, what is this called? It is a MAC lip gloss in the color Like Venus. It's so pretty and has sparkles in it. So what's gonna happen is we're going out. I'm gonna get some opinions and ask them which side of my face they like more, and I'll be back for a wear test in a couple hours. Hey you guys, so I am back home from a very, very long but good day. It is 8:52. I left at what, 2:30 I left the house, so it's been a little over 6 hours, right? And this is how my face is looking, y'all. I don't have a lot to say, but I'm very, very shocked. I'm gonna tell you that. So I actually went out to Gulfstream. We went out to eat to Yard House. Me and a couple of other girls who also have YouTube channels. Like we have, it's a long story, but there's a group of us who have YouTube channels and we just meet and stuff like that, and it's really, really nice. I'll talk more about it in another video, I promise. But I had each of them tell me which side of my face they like the best as far as foundation, and I'm gonna insert the clip right here of what they said. I have to ask everyone a question one by one. So Tyler, what side of my face do you like the best? My right or my left?
Your okay. You're right.
My right?
Yeah.
Okay. Empress? Did you say I knew it?
Highlighter. No, I'm saying I knew you were
You like the right or the left?
I see the right.
You like the right?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's 2 for right. What do you like, right or left?
Can you push your hair out on the... I go with your right.
Oh, okay.
No, you don't move. I move. I like this side.
You like the left?
Oh, which side do we
You
like?
like the left?
Yeah.
My right or my left?
Whatever side this is.
My left, okay.
What was the question?
Do you like the right side of my face or the left?
Her right or her left?
Taylor.
This girl is such a character, right?
You guys
or left,
tell me.
ma'am?
I'm joking. I like the left side. the left side.
Oh my god, this is too much.
Oh,
I don't like
wow.
pressure.
That's 3 for right and 2 for left.
Go like this and then go like this. Go like this and then go like this.
You like what?
Go like this and then go like this. Okay, wait.
Wait, are we looking at foundation, highlight? What
Yeah, what are we
foundation?
looking at?
Oh,
I was looking at highlights.
yeah, me too.
Because they look different.
It's wiped
Okay,
off a little
go
bit
to
on
the-
that side.
Wait, go
Yeah,
back
go
this
back to the
side?
other
Yeah.
side.
I think I like that this side.
It
You
kind
like
of
the-
looks.
can
the
you
It looks
same.
the same.
Taking my face.
It does.
Turn
look
it
the
this
same.
way.
Because I have to
Turn this way.
see.
Taking the foundation. that way.
No, I'm not.
Now turn that way.
It looks the same.
No,
Turn.
no, wait. Yeah.
It's
I
a little
I like
different.
this. I like
that
this
one has a little more coverage.
Yeah, it has more coverage.
Is that the Fenty?
I don't know.
The right.
She's
You're
trying
right.
to trick us. So this side is the Fenty.
No, look,
What
look.
side do y'all pick? I
No,
don't have
I-
much memory.
I choose this side because look
I
at this.
changed my.
Oh,
I
the
changed my
wait.
yeah.
See,
Look at
okay,
this.
I see. Yeah, and then go this
Yeah,
side.
look at what?
Yeah,
What do
this
you look
side.
at?
This
I
side.
choose the right side.
This side.
Why do you choose the right side?
Because
everybody
it's
literally chose the right. So why right?
Because
The coverage.
coverage and also
You have some
color.
that are peeking out on this side
Color.
rather than that side.
Oh, okay. So coverage is better on the right side.
Yeah.
Okay, so what about the finish and oiliness and all of that?
Well,
No,
I'll tell
does
you.
it look better on another side or does it
This
look the
side
same?
it looks more controlled.
It looks more.
that side it's more dewy.
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
Yeah. But it doesn't look
But
bad.
but it looks better on the right side. Everybody
Follow me.
chooses the right side.
HEYITSME.
I'm gonna put everybody YouTube below, but y'all like the right side. All right side is the Fenty hydrating and left side is the Fenty matte. So y'all like the hydrating. Thank you,
I like
ladies.
the matte,
Thank you,
though.
ladies. Thank you, ladies.
I'm very surprised at the results. I would have thought the oily grease ball that I am would have been dripping with sweat with this hydrating foundation, just because the foundation doesn't claim to be dewy, but that's the first thing you think, because usually the opposite of matte foundations are always dewy. But I'm trying to remember, this is a hydrating primer and foundation, and it's true to its name. My face, the right side of my face looks very hydrated. The left side doesn't look as bad. I would say they have about the equal amount of shine, like as far as shine and sweat, and like it has the equal amount, like the normal healthy amount. On either side, I'm not like severely greasy, but I will say that I really like the finish more of the hydrating primer and foundation, which is sickening to me because I'm a matte girl. Like, I have the Maybelline matte foundation, I have the Fenty Beauty matte foundation. Every foundation that I've ever gotten has been matte, and this hydrating primer, although it has the same amount of shine, it just looks more like skin to me, which is the reason that I like it more. I like the way that the Fenty Beauty concealer and the powder both complement this foundation, as opposed to it being way too drying for the matte foundation, for the matte foundation. So I don't know, y'all. I don't know. I really want to do another video where I try the hydrating primer and the matte foundation, or the matte primer and the hydrating foundation, to see if it helps balance each other out. But I really like both foundations. I'm thinking maybe one can be like a winter, one can be a summer foundation. Like, I don't know, but I really like both. Maybe I can mix both of them together. But so far so good. I'm really happy with the purchase, and let me know if y'all have the product as well, or if you're thinking about purchasing it, or if I can maybe give you guys any insight. If you have any questions, comment down below and I'll try my best to answer them. But tomorrow's the first day of school for Dade, and my little cousin is going back to school, so I want to go over there to see her, to check up on her. My little sister's first day of second grade, I think, third grade is tomorrow. And oh my gosh, just thinking about that, it's scary. Like, dang, my sister getting old, she growing up. So I want to talk to her just to like give her little pep talk. So I'm going to go. I have a long night ahead of me. As y'all can see, my room looks a mess. You know, whenever I get dressed, I just end up messing up my whole room. So I have a lot of cleaning up to do. I'm gonna end this video. I love you guys so much. Comment down below and tell me what y'all think about my face, and if you guys are purchasing the product, please don't forget to subscribe and join the family, and like this video if you enjoyed. I will see you guys in the next one. Hold up, I ain't finished talking. It's whatever that was definitely sounded like it's broke. The Fenty has been saved. The Fenty is intact, okay? So it's the next day. I know the video was supposed to end, but I wanted to test something out and I didn't want to wait until the next video. So I actually applied the Fenty Beauty Soft Matte Primer. That's what it's called, yeah. Soft Matte Pro Filter Primer, and I mixed it with the Hydrating Foundation. And you guys, this is the result and I love it. I love it so much. It's been over 11 hours. I have not blotted my face. I have not touched it up. I haven't done anything to my face, and this is how it looks so far. I have been in the sun just like yesterday, but I noticed my makeup, like, skin is still flawless like how it was on the hydrating side. However, I'm not getting as much oil as I was yesterday, so I'm feeling it. I really felt like mixing the primer and the foundation will really make a good difference. So I decided that I'm gonna test the same theory tomorrow. This time I'm going to use the Fenty Beauty Hydrating Primer and the Soft Matte Foundation and see if it still gives me this same finish right here. So I'll be back tomorrow and show y'all that. Screenshot my face because it's popping. So it's the next day. I'm just getting home from work. I did my makeup around 7 a.m. and it is currently, Ma, what time is it? It's 6:45 right now, so it's been about 12 hours, I believe. Don't clock me if I'm wrong. But yeah, as far as my face, the oils are about the same amount as yesterday. The only thing I will say is my finish from yesterday is so much more skin-like. Let me come up closer for y'all. So my foundation from yesterday definitely looks more like my skin. As y'all can see, I am a little oily, like around my nose. So like I said, combination skin, I get oily around my nose, a little around my forehead and my chin, but pretty much other than that, I think my makeup looks flawless. The only thing is I love the hydrating primer, not primer, foundation. I love the finish that it gives me. But if I had to choose between using the Fenty Beauty matte primer and matte foundation and the Fenty Beauty hydrating primer and hydrating foundation and the swaps of them both, I like yesterday's formula. I really like the hydrating foundation and the soft matte primer. I really like that combo because not only does it look more like my skin, the hydrating primer is definitely giving me skin honey, but the soft matte primer is helping control the oils that didn't happen as much on Sunday when I went to brunch. On the side that I use both the hydrating primer and hydrating foundation, like my skin was it wasn't very oily, but it was much oily compared to yesterday, and I was in the sun about the same amount of time. So if I had to choose, that's my combo: the soft matte primer and the hydrating foundation. That's the combo that I'll use. So I'm gonna end this video because I'm dumb tired, and you know what, that's how tired I am. I've been waiting to do this all day. Good night. I'll see y'all in the next video.